Marilyn Alvarez, and actually I have Daisy with me today. Hey, Daisy, hi. In case you're new to me or my series, I am the author of the Guardian Herd books. There they are. I wish it was that easy to write them. So I figured we would talk today about Guardian Herd, and I would answer a few questions. One of the big questions I get is, who is Star's father? So I am going to reveal that today. But first, I want to talk about another character that I get many questions about, and that's Brackentail. There's a lot of opinions about Brackentail. Readers either love him or hate him. In the comments, if you want to leave your feelings about Brackentail, I would love to read them. So the interesting thing about this character is that I had no plans for Brackentail after book 1. He was just gonna be the bully in book 1, and then at the end when the herd split up, he didn't go with Star, he didn't follow Star. And I had no intention of bringing Brackentail back. And some of you know this, but I don't love the color orange. So that's why I gave him orange wings, because I did not want to get attached to Brackentail, because I do get attached to my bad guys. Like, for instance, I absolutely adore Frostfire. Like, I love Frostfire. I feel like he just had such a bum rap with his mom and being lied to and being tricked and then given away to his grandfather, who was mean, being expected to be a great leader at a young age. He was the youngest captain in Mountain Herd's history, and Mountain Herd is a super, brutal military force. Yeah. And mostly to be unwanted by his own mother. I just want to hug him. I do, I want to hug him. Nightwing, I feel differently about Nightwing. I do love Nightwing and I feel bad for him, but I feel like he had several chances to redeem himself, to change, to accept forgiveness and love from other Pegasi, and he consistently denied it to himself and to everyone else, and he was super, super destructive. Frostfire was misguided. Nightwing was evil. He was. But he didn't start that way, and I do love him. And when you read about his story, someday I would love to publish a prequel story all about Nightwing. You'll probably fall in love with him too. Well, you may not fall in love with him, actually. The thing about Nightwing is he just doesn't have the inner strength of Star. Honestly, he's very human that way. So back to Brackentail. I just made him really mean to Star and unforgivable stuff. And he tries, of course, to kill Star. And I love Star, so that, quickly made me not like him even more. But Brackentail had his own plan for the series. And he's one of the few characters who he wrote all of his own lines. He insisted on coming back in book 2. He completely, against my will, wrote himself back into the book. In Stormbound, when I was writing I think it was chapter 2, I was writing about this Pegasus, or this creature in the woods, and Star and Morningleaf are grazing, and they don't know who it is, and they're just kind of scared because they know that someone's been spying on them. And I was gonna have this be just a random refugee from another herd that was just gonna come and bring some news about what was going on in the other herds. That was my plan as I was writing the scene. And then I got to the end, and the Pegasus stepped out of the trees, and it was Brackentail. I was blown away. The weird thing was, it just felt perfect. It felt perfect that it was Brackentail. Perfect and wrong all at the same time. So my instincts told me to follow his lead. Okay, so I wrote that it was Brackentail. So I kept writing him throughout all of Stormbound. He doesn't have a big role in that book. And I just kept an eye on him. I didn't know if he'd come back to betray the herds again. I really had no idea why he had come back. Then we get to book 3, and luckily I wrote book 3 before book 2 was published, and I was still thinking about writing him out, just getting rid of him. So then in book 3, as you know, he journeys with Morningleaf and Shade Pebble to the south. He joins them again, uninvited, He invites himself. I mean, he's his own advocate. So he went with them. Well, they're flying over the ocean at one point, and a big, huge wind current comes, and Shade Pebble gets driven away from Morningleaf and Brackentail, and they're alone for the first time in a long time. Even as I was writing that, I'm like, why is this happening? This is how writing is. It's very magical. No, not always. Sometimes it's really, really hard. And sometimes it's really, really fun. If you've read Landfall, you know, all of a sudden Brackentail just spills out his heart. And during that moment, he just unleashes all his feelings, his guilt about what he did in book 1. As I was writing it, I went, that's why you came back. You had a confession to make and you needed to come clean. At that moment, I absolutely fell in love with Brackentail. He made a lot of bad choices, but he's a good guy. I was like, all right, you get to stay. So I left him in Stormbound and I let him have a role in Landfall, but I knew he was still in love with Morningleaf as well. So that brought a lot of tension in with Star, and I thought that was also really interesting. And then of course he continues on in Windborn. Anyway, that's kind of Brackentail's story, and he's very special to me because of his being his own advocate that way, and insisting that he stay in the story, and insisting that he gets to say how he feels about everything. He still has some questionable ethics and motives, okay? Because he does love Morningleaf, and is he doing it all just because of her? How sincere is he? These are all questions that aren't fully explored. So I would love to hear your thoughts on Brackentail. What do you think? Do you love him? Do you hate him? Do you think he redeemed himself? Do you think he could go further to redeem himself? I'm just curious what you guys think. And then of course there's the whole Morningleaf ending up with Star or Morningleaf ending up with Brackentail ship war going on. So there's Team Brackenleaf and Team Starleaf. Okay, so let me know what team you're on. All right, so what I want to do is do the giveaway and the shoutouts. Okay, that's all I really have for you this month. I can't really think of anything other than Riders of the Realm coming out May 1st. The book is available for pre-order. This book is going to be awesome because Echo Frost, all right, another favorite character, obviously. She is captured again. Okay, you know she's been captured twice already. It's not fair, but she gets captured again in the new series, in the new trilogy. And I just feel for her because we all know her history and the PTSD that she suffered and the nerves, and she had to take special calming herbs from the medicine mare just to deal with her 2 previous captures, one by Mountain Herd and one by Nightwing. A lot of her issues are going to be coming up in the new trilogy, but also there's a whole new battles and whole new friends that she makes as well. So it's going to be fun. All right, shout outs for November. Dave A had a birthday on October 24th. So happy birthday to Dave. Sasha K, she had a birthday on October 1st and she turned 13. Elizabeth H, she had a birthday on October 18th. So happy birthday, Elizabeth, Sasha, and Dave. And then I want to give a huge congratulations to Sasha K's cousins. I don't think they're cousins with each other, but I think one of them is her cousin. And okay, that's awkward. They got married. Let me start that over. And I want to give a huge congratulations to Hallie and Rowan on your wedding. And that was a request from Sasha K, your cousin. She wanted me to wish you a happy wedding. So congratulations. So let's find out who won this month's giveaway. This is always fun and heartbreaking because I want everybody to win. All right, and the winner is Brooklyn E, age 9. Well, at least she was 9 when she entered the giveaway. You win your choice of a Pegasus toy, and I have a new one, take a look, or a Windborn book bag, or a Riders of the Realm writing journal, okay? And then you also get a choice of a book poster from any of the 4 Guardian Herd books, from The Pet Washer, my indie novel, or the Riders of the Realm. I now have posters for Riders of the Realm. Okay, so you get to choose one book poster out of all of those choices. All right? And now, as promised, I will reveal Star's sire. I happened to snap a photo of him. Here he is. Surprised? Did you see the star on his forehead? Look again. All right, well, you got me. That's not his dad. Somebody else's dad, but it's not his dad. To answer the question, who is Star's sire? It is the starfire itself. So when the 100-year star appears in the sky, a special mare is chosen, and the starfire from that special star ignites life in her womb, and she becomes pregnant with the black foal. That's why they're magical, because they are half Pegasus, half starfire. So here's a better picture of Star's sire. So I think I've covered everything, and I want to wish you all a happy November, happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving, and I will see you next month in December. I will have special Christmas prizes, and also if you have written me a letter, just be patient. I am getting to them. I'm hoping to get to all of the letters over the holidays, and I'm very sorry that I got behind. So I will see you next month. Adios.